How's it going, man?
Hello, Erga. Yo, anything you would like to say to the stream?
What's going on, everyone? Avery, thank you very much for having me on. I appreciate it, man.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for joining me.
Absolutely.
Despite the big risk this must be for you.
Oh yeah, I got a lot to lose, right?
Yeah, surely.
No.
I just have that much influence. No, I'm hoping we can have a nice, good talk here. If you want, you can join the CS with the same code as before.
Okay.
Well, oh, I should probably,
Let me see here.
oh, yeah, open that up. There we go. No, I quite like the simple CS code. Just kind of have to hit
Yeah,
up on your keyboard and then you're good.
that is
It's
nice. It is
such a
nice.
nice feature. I'm
It'd be
gonna
nice to
set our
have.
roles. Bop, and where are you here? Ah, Felty Tuba.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Chant, surely the most incredible of usernames here. Felty Tuba. Wow.
Very default, right?
Yeah. So just generic small talk question to start us off. How's your
Sure.
day going, man?
It's going pretty well, man. Weekends are usually pretty chill. I don't got work, so I just kind of hang out, play
Oh,
games.
nice.
Yeah. Nothing too crazy. How about yourself, man?
Weekends are the most stressful for me because it's when I have the most work. Being a full-time content creator, it's just the weekend just kind of piles everything on because that's the best time for everything.
Yeah, I get that.
So it's my least busy day is always Wednesday. That's like my day off. It's like I might do a 2-hour stream that day. Other than that, it's pretty chill. It's just a Wednesday.
So your biggest stream is usually on the weekend?
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
it's the weekend.
yeah,
Everyone's free on the weekend,
yeah,
more
absolutely.
or less.
hmm That's how it is with me as well. Weekend streams usually pop off pretty hard.
Sorry, I had to thank someone in chat real quick.
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
Um, but yeah, no, my day pretty. I've just kind of been scrambling to get a lot of things together. I have a big project coming up later
hmm
this month. It's
Okay.
gonna be pretty cool. I want to do a lot bigger things in the Hive community this year. It's
Yeah. Yeah, like
I
this.
I think I've had a good start this year, but I want to
Yeah.
keep the momentum going.
Yeah, like this podcast thing you're doing. It's a good idea, man. Very interesting. Unique,
Yeah.
right? People aren't doing this sort of thing.
No, and yeah, just more stuff like this where
Yeah.
it's stuff no one's ever done. You get some community
hmm
involvement.
hmm
Yeah, I'm looking to have a good year, pretty much.
Good, yeah.
Also,
hmm
I'm gonna bring this up real quick. I've
hmm
noticed you're in the Miku Guild. Are you like a
Yes.
Miku enjoyer?
Dude, you know what? Dude, some of my people in my Discord joined. I was like, dude, that looks cool, man. I want to tag on my name. So they sent me an invite, and Miko. I mean, I mean, I'm not like obsessed or anything like that. I mean, I just did
uh,
it for the tag.
not a Miku stan at
Well,
all.
we when I joined, it was the B Guild, and then they changed the tag to Miku. I was like, all
They
right, whatever,
changed it
dude.
to Miku.
Yeah, I was like, okay,
Oh
whatever.
man. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say, it's like being a Miku stan just doesn't seem like you,
it's not, man.
it would have been such a funny combination. It's you say
Yeah,
all these things on your stream, but then also you're just a Miku stan.
just a Miko, dude, man.
Yeah, it's Hatsune Miku. I
Yeah.
main Hatsune Miku in Fortnite. So I love Miku. I think she's such a silly, goofy character.
Yeah, I don't know too much about it, but I see the shorts on YouTube. That's all I know about
Yeah.
it. So,
How many people? All right. I should probably put the code in chat. That'll make things easy. On this floor, Avery doors. There you guys go. We're gonna give you another minute or so to join up, chat, and then we'll get going. Have you so you only know like the shorts? You haven't you haven't like looked up a Miku song at all?
oh, I did. Yeah, I looked up the Miku
Ooh,
song. It's all right.
it's
I
very unique.
yeah, I can't really understand it too well, but you know what? Hold
Yeah, I
on.
also don't understand what she says usually, but
So,
I don't know. Yeah, I think
I'm
it's just goofy, and that's why
just
I love it.
just to forewarn you, I'm gonna be terrible here. I'm bad at Skywars, man, but I'm gonna do my best.
Oh, that's okay. Listen, when you're in a 50-player CS, it does not matter how good you are because there's 50 players. It's gonna
Yeah,
be rough either way.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, all right. Well, let's see. I'm just gonna start it then. Sorry if you guys couldn't get in, and then we can get into the actual interview, the spicy stuff. All right, the stuff
Sure.
everyone comes here for. Urga.
Yeah.
Now,
Mhm.
the how I first learned of you was
Mhm.
someone sent me a clip of your TikTok live stream. I couldn't find it anymore. It was a super long time ago, and I didn't think to save it. But
Mhm.
basically, you called me weird, all right? And I'm
Okay.
gonna give you, I'm gonna give you a chance here to squash some beef, all
Mhm.
right? What do you find so weird?
Well, I don't know how long ago this was. Honestly, man, when I first started, I didn't really expect to get that big, and I didn't expect to, for example, be talking to you on this show. Um, but now here I here I am, man. But
Yeah.
listen, man, I say a lot of kind of crude stuff on the stream sometimes. I'm really trying to stop that. Of course, it's not good to be saying those sorts of things. I apologize for
No,
anything
I
I said,
really
dude.
don't care.
Well, no, it is a big deal though, because
uh,
nobody deserves to be talked like that, and
Here, did you need any armor at all?
I think I'm all right. Hold on, I
You
don't even.
think
I'm
you're
just.
all right? You have nothing. You have
Hey,
nothing. What do
listen,
you mean you
man.
think you're all right?
I got some iron, dude. Why does everyone have the?
Oh, I am. Oh, oh my God! Get him! Get him!
There we
Oh my
go.
gosh! Cooking Urga. All right, here. I have stuff for you. Like you can have those,
Thank
and
you.
I guess pants. Oh, you have pants. Whatever. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Oh, I have a bow. That's crazy. Oh,
Yeah, but okay. What do we got?
um.
Oh,
But,
thank you,
but
man.
yeah,
Appreciate
I
that.
thought that was really funny when I got sent that. That's how I learned TikTok streaming, like in
Yeah.
the actual, like that format. Like I always knew TikTok streaming was a thing. I had a fairly popular TikTok account that I streamed on,
Yeah, I
but I
heard
didn't know you
about
could do
that.
it in that format.
Yeah, it's something I started a while ago, like maybe a year ago. I started on Call of Duty, and then I just all of a sudden I decided to play Minecraft one day, and I streamed it. And Zen, get out of here, buddy. What are you doing here? Um, and it kind of popped off, and I was like, all right, man. I'll just roll with this. I'll roll with TikTok, but I multi-stream on YouTube and Twitch as well. Hold on,
Yeah, so you
but
do that now. It took you a while to really start multi-streaming. Why?
yeah,
Because even back then, I would tune into your streams every once in a while because I was just curious. And you
yeah.
said multiple times you didn't have any plans on multi-streaming or whatever. I don't remember the reasons why, but you said
Well,
that multiple times. What
yeah.
changed?
Basically, TikTok's great. Well, honestly, it's with the Hive, dude. They don't really associate with TikTok people. I was like, all right, well, I better, I'm gonna try to, try to funnel some people to my YouTube, I guess. I don't know. It seems like a better long-term strategy, TikTok, YouTube, but
Mhm.
in terms of like maintaining community and everything. But um, YouTube, TikTok has its place too, but um, I don't know. I just think it's better to be on all platforms personally. It can't hurt,
I mean,
right? I
yeah.
mean,
No, I did a bit of multi-streaming on Twitch earlier this year, and
yeah.
it definitely does not
Twitch,
hurt.
yeah, Twitch
Yeah,
is tough
I
though,
did
man. It's a
Twitch
tough
on and
platform.
YouTube.
Yeah,
I was, I don't know, I was surprised at how well it actually went. I was averaging maybe
yeah.
like 40 viewers. Nothing
Hey,
insane, but it
that's
was
not
far
bad,
more
dude.
than I ever
Yeah, that's
expected. I
not
was very
bad.
happy with that little experiment.
Yeah,
Ultimately, I stopped because in order to succeed on Twitch, you really do need to be consistent, which kind of sucks. And
yeah,
I just didn't want to stream daily. It's like I like having days off actually,
yeah.
and
I get that.
I also pretty often have like urges where I just want to make videos because I love making videos, and I'll just
Yeah,
be like, all right, I'm just gonna sit down for 10 hours and make a video.
right. See,
I really enjoy those sections. You can't really be consistent as a streamer and do all of that.
yeah, and that's why I don't really make a whole lot of videos. I really just I make edits. I like making edits and stuff like that, to songs and whatnot.
Yeah,
But
I saw your Hive anime trailer, which someone stole.
yeah, somebody stole that. Isn't that crazy?
I thought that was kind of funny. That's
Yeah, it is what it is.
man.
You can't stop that
No, I
stuff.
get it. My stuff gets re-uploaded all the time. I get it.
Yeah.
Man, I'm getting owned in Skywars.
Hey, me too, dude. I'm just getting slapped around here by a bunch
Oh,
of people. Oh,
yeah.
what are you
So
doing, bro?
how like long were you streaming before you saw any success?
Dude, this guy. Honestly, it kind of popped off really quickly. Well, not that quickly. I got like it took like a month or two to really start like because you like every stream you get a little bit bigger. People stick around, and at some point, we decided to put together a Discord so that we kind of had like a base out of stream, and that's when it really started to pop off. Because people get notified when I go live through Discord, and that's when I would get like, when I started getting like 40, 50, 60 people in my streams.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it took a while. You start off. There's other streamers as well on TikTok, but it takes a little bit of time to get some traction, I guess. Block it out here.
Yeah, it's just when I think on my content creator journey, I took like maybe like 7 years before I was starting to be able to hit like 50 viewers.
Yeah,
And it once you get some sort of growth, it's like the snowball effect. So like not long after hitting 50 viewers, I started getting 100 and all of that. That's just how YouTube works. But
yeah,
it's just I see TikTok creators succeeding just so quickly, and it blows my mind all the time.
yeah.
It's like.
It
And
it's
even then, like before I was big on YouTube, I went semi-viral on TikTok. My first instance of it was I had a throwaway account that I just posted a meme to back when TikTok was still new, and that meme got like 10 million views. It was ridiculous.
yeah,
Um, it
and
was the yeah
go ahead. I'm
the
sorry.
I made a meme about McDonald's Sprite being spicy, and that became like a big thing. I was shocked. It's not many people know I'm from that meme.
Yeah, yeah.
That was my
I
first bit of internet fame before I was even like on the Hive or anything.
Yeah, I think that's one of the
Uh,
arguments Hive has against TikTok is that it's easier to grow, which it is. It is easier to grow, but I think for a baseline it's easier to grow. But I think you know to get at least on a community like this, where Hive isn't like, I mean, it's not like massive. Like you're not going to be pulling hundreds of viewers. At least I'm not going to be pulling hundreds of viewers doing this. Oh, I didn't know these were my enemies. Hold on. I'm just going to jump off. I don't care.
oh
But
man, just giving up.
yeah, but what was I going to say? I think it all needs to be looked at on a case by case basis, really. Because some people are big just because the algorithm pulls people in. Some people are big because they have a lot of consistent people in their community who watch them every day.
Yeah.
So it's. I think I don't know. I think it's to write off TikTokers completely, I think is a mistake personally.
Yeah,
So
so I do want to get into that more later, but
yeah,
for now, I will bring up they used to just make it so you could apply through TikTok. The problem was the TikTok algorithm's really easy to gain. Like
yeah,
making low effort content takes 10 minutes to make,
yeah,
As long as you know what would get views, it would get views.
yeah,
That's a big difference between TikTok and YouTube. So Hive had a problem where too many people were putting in no work and getting the requirements in a week.
yeah,
And it's just, not to mention, a lot of those people were little children who were pretty immature and made the most mistakes. So
yeah.
Hive, at one point, TikTok rank was the most common rank,
Yeah.
other than like Hive Plus, obviously.
Hmm.
But they did phase it out because it was just too much to handle.
Yeah.
There is, and it makes sense. So
Yeah.
how they currently do it is a case by case basis. I don't know exactly how they do it, but I have seen some new TikTok ranks occasionally, so they are inviting some people.
Yeah, there's some big
Hold on,
ones.
I'm getting destroyed. Yeah, it's
Um,
like I know there's that Just Build guy who started going
yeah,
crazy. Ah!
yeah.
Can't remember his username, but Present guy moment.
Hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he gets a ton of views, man. But he doesn't
Um,
stream, does he? I don't know.
no. Streaming's a weird one because streaming Hive has tried in the past to expand what they consider for streaming. Like in the past, YouTube streamers used to be able to get YouTube rank through streaming. They
Yeah.
did eventually change that for the same reason of it was too easy. That doesn't really apply anymore, I feel
The
like.
the problem is, dude,
uh,
they say you got to have 60 concurrent viewers on Twitch for stream rank. I mean,
yeah, that's kind
nobody
of ridiculous. I
nobody
mean, I
gets
kind of
60.
understand
There's,
it.
who gets 60 viewers on Twitch? Nobody.
Yeah.
I don't know
Well, I mean,
anyone.
again, back when that requirement was made, it was more reasonable. Like, you had
Yeah.
Skyella and MJ Owns You doing it, and those were
Yeah.
like the main Twitch people. And then you had people who did Twitch kind of like on the side, like Potato Pie, who also met those requirements.
Yeah.
If you know Prime Chat and On One Can at all, they also used to meet those requirements. So,
Hmm.
like, without any outside growth for YouTube. So it was at one point reasonable. It is kind of a lot harder now. I think another big problem when considering for the rank is, yeah, it's harder to get the 60 concurrent on Twitch, but also, if Hive's just letting in people with like 30 viewers get in, how are those people really benefit in Hive? It would almost feel like they're just kind of giving away ranks to people at that point
Are you
who
talking
aren't
about?
really.
Are you talking about
It's
on TikTok or Twitch?
or just like in general, like Twitch, TikTok, Facebook, if some of those exist.
Yeah, I understand that, and they just really they're just a liability
Like,
at that
you
point.
kinda yeah, it's the
Yeah,
same problem that they would have had with the TikTok people, where the TikTok creators were getting it so easily, and it was just a bunch of immature kids, because getting that many views is just not really difficult. It's more so getting past that point into the broader audience, where it's like Hive's really pushing for people to have those ranks.
yeah, and that's why I think I don't know. At least with streaming and TikTok, I think it should be, and it is already with TikTok. Looked at on a case by case basis. See what kind of
Yeah, there's a
influence.
new CS if you wanna join that,
Okay, see what kind of influence they have on the community and what kind of, you know.
yeah,
Oh heck yeah, dude.
but no, I get that.
I love block drop.
It's very difficult with streaming. It also doesn't help that a lot of people. Oh, this will be relevant in a moment, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I just remember this, but a lot of people will use some not so ethical ways of getting viewers. So we had issues in the past where on Twitch people would just like bot their way to 60 viewers and
Yeah,
argue like, hey, why don't I get the rank? But for Twitch, it's so easy to check when someone's bot in viewers because they provide all that data for you. On something
yeah.
like TikTok, they don't really provide that at all. Like, if they want to figure out if your viewers are legit, not botted, that is difficult for them to actually figure out.
You can. There's a tool to kind of get an estimate to see how many of a person's viewers or I'm sorry, followers are botted, but
Yeah,
it's not accurate. And yeah,
followers are a very different metric as well, which again
absolutely.
just makes it harder.
Yep, I agree
But
100%.
also that brings me to my next one. At one
Hmm.
point, you said you considered botting your channel. I have the screenshot up. Is that something you ever went through with?
Like my TikTok or my YouTube?
I'm assuming your TikTok.
No, I didn't. I never botted my channel. So I started my channel at 1,000 subscribers. I started stream actually less than 1,000, and I've grown it to 90, 9,300, 9,350. Completely, organically through playing the Hive and
Yeah.
getting new people to join the server and playing with people who are already on the server and yeah, no, I haven't botted anything, dude.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
when I look at your audience, I do think it is very legit. Like, your
yeah.
chat's
Well,
active,
I mean,
people are, like, your Discord's super active. It's
yeah.
like, I do believe your thing's legit, it's just, it's interesting that you, like, just openly suggested that at one point.
Oh, well, yeah. I say some weird things sometimes, but there are people who bot their accounts. I see them. The people with you know, 100, 200,000 followers, and then you go in their live, they got 5 people in there. It's obvious, right? Or
Mhm.
another thing people can do is they can just run a TikTok, clip farm channel, and then just amass 100,000 followers that way organically, right? So you're legit, and then they could just delete all the videos, transition it over to a Minecraft channel, right, and just live stream on that. I see people do
Yeah.
that as well.
No, it's definitely
So
that's probably by far the easiest way at it, the cheapest way.
yeah.
Because like again, when I did TikTok, I posted Minecraft shit post. I got to maybe like
Uh-huh.
15,000, maybe 20,000 followers, and I would get like 400 viewers, and that was like 2 weeks worth of time. It took me no effort at all, just making these low effort TikToks, and I feel
Hmm.
like botting is almost like the dumb way at it. It's like
Yeah,
you'd have
what
far better luck just doing that.
it's so easy just to farm clips and stuff. Yeah, I get it. Or to post clips, yeah. Yeah. But people do that on YouTube too. You'll see, botted YouTube accounts as well.
Yeah.
I called someone out the other day for it. You'll see botted comments and, you know,
Yeah, I'm
but
not gonna call anyone out right now, but there's one Zekwa famous rank who obviously botted his videos. And
yeah,
it's painful that the Zekwa staff have not caught on yet,
you,
even after people have openly told them.
you see a bunch of
Uh,
Chat GPT comments. Yeah.
yeah. No,
Oh,
it's a bit of an issue. Hive is really good at detecting those bots. Hive does not let any of them get through.
yeah.
Hypixel, though, sucks at it. There's so many illegitimate YouTube ranks on Hypixel, and it's crazy how they can be proven 100% fake and get to keep the rank. I don't know if you saw the fast pots controversy at all.
No,
But
I
it's
haven't.
basically a YouTube rank who obviously botted the 30k subs. His views weren't legit, and
Is that the
not only
requirement?
that, yeah, it's 30,000 subscribers.
Wow.
Not only that, but he also cheated on Hypixel with the rank. Like, he used
Jesus.
scaffold and all of that. And when all of this was exposed, reported, it's like, hey, this guy blatantly sub-botted, and he's using hacks, here's the proof. He still got to keep his rank. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, that's just.
And then you have people like Q Bedwars who got denied Hypixel YouTube rank, despite him having like 100k subs at the time, because they're like, well, it looks like you're growing too fast. We don't believe this to be legit, when it's just obviously legit. It's so bad. Hypixel, I don't know who manages that, but they're clearly not too...
Yeah.
not too... They don't have a good understanding of any of it.
They have some issues over there for sure.
Yeah.
I used to play in Hypixel. I mean, this was years ago, man. You know, I grew up on Hypixel, really. That was my. I mean, I'm talking like 7, 8 years ago. So,
Yeah.
I actually played it for the first time again yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it was bad. It was real bad.
No,
But
I never got to grow up with Hypixel because I just
yeah.
didn't have a PC. That's largely why I'm in the Bedrock scene, because all I had was my little phone. So I was stuck playing Lifeboat all day before Hive eventually came
Ooh,
out.
I'm so sorry for you.
Nah, it's whatever. It worked out for me.
Lifeboat. Oof.
At the time, Lifeboat was awesome.
Hey man,
Lifeboat at one point had the record as well for most concurrent players on a Minecraft server.
I'm not gonna lie, that lava survival, that's fun, dude. The lava
Lava
survival.
Trial's great.
That's
Lifeboat's in that area where it's like it's so bad it's good, you know?
Yes, exactly, man. It's
Like
come full
Lava
circle, dude.
Survival is so poorly made, but it's so fun.
Yeah, yeah. People are horrible
Um,
over there too.
oh yeah, no, it's just all mobile players.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
kind of one disadvantage for Hive is that it's so good, so smooth, so competitively viable that the sweats actively push away new players. So all these mobile players are moving to Lifeboat or CubeCraft because it's just easier.
Yeah, that kind of does make sense. I
Yeah,
understand.
so Hive has been trying their absolute hardest to make Bed Wars specifically a very beginner-friendly game mode, which I
Yeah,
feel like they've succeeded at.
yeah, I understand. That's what all the changes were about with season 2, which I understand. That's good for the server in the long term, I think. Even though it
Yeah.
might be frustrating for us PC players.
Yeah, Season 2 as well. I don't know if this is confirmed or not, but it seems like it's more content-heavy as well, with the items are just so funny to use, you know? It's not good competitively, but for a YouTube video, pretty funny.
Oh yeah, lots of good content you can make out of that, out of the new items
Yeah.
and whatnot, totems and.
I feel like Hive kind of shifted their focus to growing the server, in a way.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've made
join
another
this.
CS. You
Okay.
gotta join it fast. Oh my god, there's so many people in here already.
I'm in.
Oh my god, people are waiting. they were hyped for the Bed Wars one. Oof.
Yeah.
Let's see. I have to set
Ooh,
our
Bad Wars. This
team.
is my bread and butter right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna give us some fairly good players. Otherwise, we are dead off spawn.
Yeah, yeah.
That is just kind of how these go. Let's see here. Where? Oh yeah, you are Felty Tuba. I
Felty
forgot.
Tuba.
Chat, if you want someone to target.
Nope,
you
not
go.
me, dude. Not me. Target
Ooh,
block.
Stone Parsley. That's probably good for now. We're gonna give it. Oh my gosh, I think we can get our first 50-player CS here. Let's see, someone. All right, I need to open the sheet back up.
Wow, 160
So I
views
have
right
like a mood board. I've stolen this from one of my favorite streamers, Connor Eats Pants, but you basically just put up a bunch of pictures to look at so you remember what questions to ask. Very effective.
now. Okay, good memory technique. I like it.
Yeah. I keep closing it by accident though, just out of muscle memory.
How long have you been playing on the Hive for?
Since its release.
Really?
Back in 2018, October.
Have you made content the entire time, or did you start at some point?
More or less. My first YouTube channel got deleted by my mom. So I don't have
Yeah.
a lot of that anymore.
That's the way it goes, man.
I was like 11 years old or something like that. She was like, you gotta delete this. And then... So I don't have a lot of the early stuff, unfortunately.
Mhm.
Like, But yeah, pretty much since day one, I was making a lot of Hive content. It took me a bit for me to fully move over to it. Like, I was
Hmm.
kind of just doing it on the side, because at that point, I was still just maining Lifeboat. 'Cause, again, Lifeboat was the server back then. It was the
Yeah.
biggest server. Um, so
Really?
it took a... Well, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Uh, Before Hive came out, Lifeboat was the biggest... Yeah, the biggest Bedrock Pocket Edition server. And even before Hypixel took off, like, people always say, ooh, Mineplex was the biggest server. It was actually Lifeboat. Lifeboat had the player record. I don't remember what update it was, but at one point they had an update where they got, like, 35,000 players online for it. And that was the record.
I see. I always
Which
thought
is...
Mineplex was oh shoot, hold on, we got Silent Gamer. I always thought Mineplex was Java.
Mineplex was... Well, yeah, I am talking about Java. I'm
Oh,
talking about
okay.
Bedrock and
Yeah,
Java
yeah,
here because, Mineplex was the biggest Java server at that point.
yeah.
Just not the biggest overall. Mineplex was also a Bedrock server, though. It was one of the
Oh,
biggest. Before
I
it got
remember.
deleted, I think it was the third biggest.
I remember playing Mineplex. That was wow.
Yeah, we need to get Deep Slate. We are getting in hardcore rush, and I
Yeah,
cannot
someone
get anything back because I
someone
keep
put
getting
wool on our
stabbed.
bed. Hold on a minute. Let me look at some blocks.
Yeah, someone back here. Oh, I can't hit them. Yeah, Lipo was great back in the day. I have fond memories of it.
Oh my goodness.
No, what are you doing? Oh, alright. But our teammate was, like, sabotaging us, so he's just placing down other blocks. Awesome. Oh. Alright, now, next thing we want to bring up is your feelings, alright? We're gonna get real sappy here.
Okay.
And that's specifically your feelings on the Hive. You've said multiple times you feel like you're kind of disrespected, or that you're a second-class citizen. That was your exact words. Could you, like, go into depth as to why you feel that way on the Hive?
I was maybe exaggerating a little bit. Maybe that's just me being a little salty about not getting recognition as a TikTok creator, which, it is what it is. I just do this for fun. It's not the biggest deal in the world, but, what was I gonna say? I think that they do these things like, like not giving out certain ranks to certain people for a reason, and they want to make sure everyone, they want to make sure that, they're not just kind of giving out ranks willy-nilly, So I think, I don't know, I say that, that's pretty much it. Here, somebody take this gold.
Oh, thank you,
If that's a good answer, I don't know. It's just.
I mean, yeah, I get it. It's,
So I don't
get
feel
it.
like
You put in a lot. Oh my god, this guy rushed us just to hit me specifically. Okay, man. I get it. Like, you put in a lot of time and you want that recognition, especially since you are getting decent viewership. It's not like you're a nobody demanding this, like a lot of other people are. Because this, there's people who get like 6 viewers and are like, I stream on here 18 hours a day. Give me YouTube rank.
Yeah. I understand their reasoning though. I'm not, no hard feelings, honestly.
Yeah. So you think the term disrespect from Hive's a bit of an exaggeration? You don't actually believe they're like disrespecting you?
No, I don't think they really even know me, honestly.
Yeah.
They're not targeting me. They're just doing their thing. I understand. They're running their server, and I'm just kind of making content on it, and they can do whatever they want. Honestly, they want to give whoever they want rain. It's their server. So.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Would you personally say that you feel entitled to the rank, or not? Maybe entitled. That's a bad. That's a heavy word. More so, you deserve it.
I think so. I stream every day, and I stream to a pretty sizable audience. But that's just my opinion. I mean, some people might disagree with me, but I mean,
me personally, if I was handling, oh, all right, no bad, awesome.
Oh, shoot, no,
Me personally, if I was handling these ranks, I would say maybe work a bit harder for it, more. I meant, not harder. You're obviously working hard. It's so I wouldn't say you're quite there yet, in my opinion. You are almost there, but a gold standard for streaming is 60 concurrent, and they have been pretty like pretty consistent with that, and I feel like you're not quite averaging that. Like you get close, don't get me wrong, but
Well, I guess my thing is I'm looking across all platforms.
yeah.
YouTube,
No, I get
TikTok,
that too.
and
Just
especially
yeah.
as of lately, I haven't been playing on Hive. The streams have just not been doing the same. Um, when I do play on Hive, and then are we talking about like how like because I stream 2 hours every day, um, and I'll get anywhere between I mean, on the low end, 40, right? On
Mhm.
TikTok alone, too. I got my biggest stream, or not my big stream, just a very big stream the other day. We got like 120 concurrent on TikTok. And then what do we get? 10 to 15 on YouTube. And then however many on Twitch. But, it's like I said, I think it should be considered on a case-by-case basis, personally.
Yeah, no,
So
I
whatever they want to do.
definitely
Yeah.
I definitely think so too. I think
Yeah.
the Hive partner program when it comes to those other platforms could use a bit of work. That guy's crazy, by the way, chat. What was that? But could definitely use a bit of a rework, bit of tweaking, clarification.
Yeah.
Like I don't like how like there are clear exceptions to where people should be accepted, but there's no real way for those people to apply. You just kind
Yeah.
of have to pray Hive finds you, which I don't think's the best system. I understand why Hive did it again. It's just because TikTok's too easy to gain, and
Yeah.
also people who feel like they should be the exception but aren't getting accepted anyways, getting salty could be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot going to it. So I understand why they're doing what they're doing, even if it's not perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think another big thing to consider is it's also been proven that a TikTok view is just like objectively worth less. You know, they spend less money, they stick around for a shorter amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
100%, yeah.
so it's
But
like a
that's
TikTok
but
viewer is
that's
not going to be as invested
but
in the
that's
Hive as say a YouTube viewer.
that's an average, right? Because what I have people who I have a lot of people who stick around in my streams for the entire time, right? And
Yeah.
how do you differentiate those from people who are just scrolling the For You
I
page?
Again, it is impossible to
You know?
differentiate. I definitely get like again, I would say you are an exception. I think your streams are genuinely entertaining. Like you're
Thank
a
you, man. I
chill
appreciate
guy. You
that.
make some good jokes. It's
I
like I
appreciate that,
do
man.
enjoy your content,
Thank
but
you.
again, it is hard to like differentiate between those things and
Yeah.
come up with a consistent way of going at this.
Yeah. No, I understand. I understand. And
Yeah.
and I'm not well, I'm not gonna be salty about it. It is what it is, right? Whatever they want to
Mm-hmm.
do, whatever. It's all good.
All right. Now, for this next one, this might
Mm-hmm.
be our most controversial thing yet. All right.
Whew. All right.
And you have shown great disrespect towards staff members, community members, YouTubers in the community. I'll pull up a bit of it here.
Okay.
I don't think most of it is a big deal, but for any Hive staff looking into you, because they do background checks and all of that, this might not come off as the best. You know, you oftentimes put down others to, like, elevate yourself, you know? My good friend Quapot, you've attacked a few times, being like, give me his rank or
Well,
whatever.
no, Quaypot. I actually like Quaypot. I give. You're right. I have been taking shots at a couple people, and that's not good.
Yeah.
And anyone who's seen this, I do apologize for that. I'll try to do better in the future. I'm not
Yeah.
here trying to burn bridges or make enemies or anything like that. That's not really what the Hive wants for someone who's associated with them. But
Yeah.
that's you know that's I mean I'm just trying to do better with that sort of thing. That's not good.
Yeah, I
I'm
wanted
not
to
gonna
get
deny
on to
it.
that because you have been
Yeah.
making an effort to improve your community, be less toxic and all of that. I will get into that in a moment because I do admire that about you. It's just, do you think that maybe stuff like this, here, I have another one I wanted to focus in on. I don't know if we're gonna do much of that, but, like, you attacked my friend Almoycan again, saying that he was streaming to one viewer on YouTube and he has a rank.
Oh, he doesn't.
First off,
Yeah, he
he
doesn't
doesn't
have
have
rank.
a
Yeah,
rank, yeah,
I,
he's
I was
rankless, kind of
misspoke
an
about
L,
that. No, but
uh,
on Oni Moon, he's
but it's
cool.
like,
We're cool. We messaged. We were talking about doing a
yeah.
collab and stuff. It's all good.
Like, again, I don't think anyone's personally offended. It's just more so, do you think Hive will see this type of stuff and be like, do we really want this guy as a partner? Like, do you think that would have affected anything?
Yeah, that's something they probably, look at and maybe they're not so fond of. Um,
Yeah.
but all I can do now at this point is just do better in the future.
Hmm.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm
again,
sure everyone would really appreciate that. Like,
yeah, yeah.
again, you do genuinely seem cool. It's just your community can be a little weird sometimes.
They
And
are
you can say
weird.
some out of pocket. You called your community the butthole of the Hive community.
Well, it's
You know, the
it's
neighborhood your parents wouldn't want you to go to.
yeah. Wow, you really
And
you
you're
really
proud
do.
of it. You said you're proud of it.
Well, I'm proud of these unique people who maybe they don't, because my content is a little bit different than what is typical on the Hive, right? My streams and whatnot, my style of stream, and some people maybe are drawn to that. Maybe some people who are a little bit, what would you say, a little bit more um, weird, I guess. They're drawn to that
Mhm.
style of content, and that's kind of my audience. So I just gotta try to keep them in checks to some degree.
Yeah. Uh, I I wanted to add on because at the end of that message, you
Yeah.
did say you were proud of it. Would you still say you're proud of all of that? Because that's an old message, and I've seen
Uh,
you tried to turn things around. You've been
yeah.
saying, "Hey, no more swearing, no more being weird, no more being toxic." A concerning amount of no more being racist.
There's a few problem individuals that we've had to deal with, and um, but no, I mean I'm not trying to be the toxic streamer, anything like that. I just want to be, yeah, I just want to have fun, play with my viewers and just have a good time, man. I'm not trying to be toxic, not trying to hold a community for people who are toxic or anything like that. So
Yeah.
we're trying our best to turn things around. We're getting more moderators in the Discord, in the stream and everything. So um, I've talked to everyone about that. So yeah,
No, and I do fully believe that. It was hard for me to even bring these up and write them down because it's like this is obviously not the direction his channel is going in. It's like, do I even want to bring this up? But I thought it might be important to address because some people are gonna have that negative opinion on you just based off of that type of stuff. It's just kind of how it goes, and
yeah,
that would affect things like your reputation in the Hive community, getting any ranks. So I
yeah.
thought it was important enough to still address, even though I do believe you are fully moving away from having a community that horrendous at times. And
I
I have seen big improvement.
Thank you, appreciate
And
that.
I think it is definitely a good move because again, you are genuinely entertaining, and it would suck to see you kind of throw all that away to appeal to this demographic of like trolls and edgy kids.
Yeah, we don't want that for sure.
Yeah. Oh,
But
it's man, a crazy amount of just trolls in your Discord server.
I mean, my goal is I really want to see the server succeed. I want to bring more people into the server. I think TikTok is a great channel for that. A great channel at actually bringing new players into the Hive. I can't tell you how many times I've brought people into the Discord, who've been on my stream, who've checked out Hive for the first time, and now they're like pretty consistent members in the community and playing Hive every day. So I think TikTok's a great opportunity for the Hive if they want to really get new players to join. So I forgot what we
Yeah.
were talking about. I'm sorry. I started
Oh no,
ranting.
it's all good. We're gonna be moving away from that
Yeah,
pretty soon
yeah.
here anyways. But yeah, just to end it off to say I really like what you're doing. I think you have a very strong community, which is very admirable. I think yeah, just keep at it. You have a good thing going on here.
I
Ultimately just keep up the grind. Like you are very good at managing a community and building up an actual audience. Far
I
better than a lot of people in this com.
I appreciate that, man. I really do. We're trying our best.
And yeah, and I appreciate you actually, recognizing maybe some issues that your com could have had, and maybe places where you could have went wrong.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I gotta have some humility. It's important
Yeah.
to grow. So.
Now I didn't get any screenshots for this, so I guess
Mhm.
you could just deny all of this, say it's fake news, whatever.
Mhm.
But there has been instances where your community will kind of just spam staff in the Hive Discord server.
Okay.
Do you
Yeah.
feel like that's kind of bordering the line of harassment?
That's terrible. Yeah, absolutely, man. I honestly, this was it Monday or whatever? They were, I think they're a little bit. I'm trying to put the words. They feel like they're frustrated, right? They're frustrated that I don't get that. I think a lot of them are frustrated that I don't get the recognition they think I deserve, which, uh, despite that, it's not good to spam. It's not good to, break the rules on the server. And I would condemn that. And
Yeah.
I wish I could have done more to stop that. I was at work. I couldn't really
No. Uh,
do anything, but no, that's
no,
not
I want
good,
to bring that
guys.
up because I'm sure a lot of Hive staff would be very pleased to hear you condemn that because
Yeah,
it's been a headache for a couple of them. I know I've
I
talked to
know.
a few staff. Because it's just like Hive staff will just kind of get attacked for no reason by
Yeah,
your
they
community.
don't. Yeah,
Not even like even before the ban and stuff, it was a lot of like, "What? Give her the rank, you stupid, whatever,
I
whatever."
know. I know. I'm so
So
sorry
I'm
to.
sure they would be appreciate the hear that.
And anyone who does that, I got, from now on, we're gonna deal with them. So we're not gonna tolerate that.
But yeah, no, I appreciate you talking about that.
Hmm.
Uh, hope that wasn't too controversial.
Shout out to Officey.
Shout out to Officey. Oh yeah, because Officey was also spamming. Yeah, dude, I was shocked Officey was partaking in this. Like
That's all right.
Officey,
It
why?
is what it is.
Officey's yeah, just a big troll. If it's
He's all
anyone's
right
gonna
though.
lose their rank, it's him.
He's
I mean, yeah,
interesting to
I like
watch. I
Officey.
like
I hang
watching his
out with
stuff.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. Now here's another big one.
Okay.
We'll see if you stand by this one at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested on your war on pronouns.
War on pronouns.
Yeah.
Huh.
I only pulled up one screenshot for this
Oh
one, but
no.
I found out the Hive owner is 4 months older than me. Old ass man, unk status for real, right, guys?
Oh Lord.
Oh man, it's like I'm talking to a middle schooler with those words.
I know these guys are rubbing off on
He
me a little
also
bit.
uses pronouns as a pride flag on his Twitter. Now,
Uh,
again, I want to make clear, I'm not personally offended by any of this. I think it's
no,
just
no.
really funny when people go in on the war on pronouns. I
Yeah.
want to hear your thoughts.
I think so. You just want to know about that. First of all, sorry about that, Explosion. I didn't mean anything by it, buddy. You're a cool dude. But I don't have anything against, no, not at all. I think, everyone's entitled to their own, decisions on that matter. They can do whatever they want. I don't, yeah, no, I don't have, there's no war on pronouns with me. Everyone, I'm very much a libertarian in that regard, so no
Yeah,
war on
it's just
pronouns.
I saw multiple instances of you kind of making fun of people for pronouns, so I wanted to really get an idea of where your thoughts on those were.
Yeah, yeah, so
Like, do you see pronouns as something that's like harmful, or do you genuinely just not care and you think the jokes are funny?
I honestly, it's a little bit, I know it's a little bit distasteful, but it's just being funny. It's probably not a good thing to joke about. I understand.
I
People
mean,
take
I
that.
don't know. Again, I personally don't care, and again, it seems like you're a fairly normal person who wouldn't actually care.
No, no.
But no, you said it. The jokes can be distasteful because there's just no reason to really make fun of them. But at the same
No,
time, I don't think anyone's actually offended.
I hope not.
There's
Yeah, well,
funny little things there.
yeah, so sorry about that one.
Ah, no. You can
Again,
stand by it if
again,
you want.
you know,
Again, I don't care.
no, I'm not gonna, because it's not good. And then, that's not something we should be saying here. I apologize. But anyways, are you still in the game?
I am. I've just been
Oh my
spectating.
goodness. Oh,
I kind of do that so that way. I don't know why I do that.
Yeah.
That's just kind of what I do. I just kind of turn off my brain and start following people subconsciously. It makes it a lot easier to talk to chat a lot of the time.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
feel like that is a big appeal to the streams where people don't really care about your gameplay. I
I
kind
know.
of realized people don't care about your gameplay back when Defect started blowing up because Defect had the worst Wi-Fi ever. And his streams, he would teleport everywhere, lag out, and all of that, and he would still get like 200 viewers. So it's
Yeah.
like,
That's isn't
these
that
people
wild?
clearly don't care about what he's doing in-game. They just want to talk to him.
Yeah. He's pretty good now, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, his Wi-Fi's fine now.
Yeah.
He still should upgrade maybe some parts of his setup. Like he makes like $5,000 a month off of YouTube, more or less,
Jeez.
and he still doesn't have a mic. He like
What? What does he
people
use
would
to
be
talk?
shocked. He uses a headset that he
You're
had, like an
kidding me.
old 8-year-old
He
headset.
doesn't have like a standalone mic. Wow.
No, and it's like I've heard him with like an actual mic before, and he sounds so different. It's like
Yeah.
he sounds. It's crazy the difference it would have, and it's like a defect. It just invest in an actual microphone.
Like $50
Um,
Amazon, man.
yeah, but I kind of get it. You know, I still haven't bought a PC, so
What? Wait,
I'm
what do you
still
plan
just
on?
on. It's just a laptop that I
Oh,
got for
brother.
school.
You gotta get a
Yeah,
PC.
maybe one. I almost bought one recently, but I feel like it's not too needed for me right now.
Yeah.
I'll probably upgrade in the future. This
It's
thing's gonna
impressive.
shit itself eventually, but
Yeah. Impressive you're able to play like this on on a laptop. Yeah.
it's not so bad.
What mouse do you use?
Right now I have the Razer Death Adder. I
Okay.
use that when I play Hive because you can't double click on here.
Yeah.
When I play other things though, I use my Model O.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it. No, I almost bought a PC recently, but then it was like $2,500. It was all the best specs, you know. And then I looked at the price and I was like, do I actually want this?
Yeah,
Is
some
this
of
something
it's
I need to spend so much money on? I'll wait a bit.
I know, dude.
um,
Some of this hardworking is so expensive. I just bought a Wu-Tang keyboard. It was $200.
yeah. I've been having a lot of moments like that recently. It's like, oh, because it's like I still live with my parents, and recently I was thinking it's like, man, should I just like go buy a cheap house? I have the money for it. And I sat there and thought for a moment. It's like, well, everything in my life would get so much, like, significantly more expensive, and at the moment I can't invest in anything too good.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd be moving out just to move out at that point, so.
Yeah, I understand. You want
A
to
lot of
I moved out about a year ago, and but yeah,
Yeah.
you want to stay with your parents as long as you can, man. Save up your money, get a big down
Yeah.
payment. Yeah.
No, I plan to do that. I want to get. See, it's tough for me. I want to get an actual house, so that
Yeah.
way I can, like, make my videos be like. Oh, yeah, I made a new CS if you're not in it.
Oh, I'm in it. Yeah.
Alright, but yeah, I want an actual house so I can, like, be loud and make videos, because I can get pretty noisy, but at the same time, I'm kind of scared to have a big empty house where it's only me. Like,
Get a condo or a townhouse, man.
hey, again, a condo or townhouse, you have, like, those people connected to you, so you can't
Yeah.
be, like, loud.
Yeah, I get that.
So it's difficult. I have that, like, I have that internal battle all the time. It's like, do I want to live in a big empty house, you know? It's like, even a 2-bedroom house, it's like, what am I gonna do with 2 bedrooms while living by myself? And then I'll also have, like, I will have the basement to worry about, any upstairs, I'll have the kitchen,
And then you
living rooms,
gotta
there's
keep the
just so
whole
much
place
room.
you gotta keep the whole place clean.
Yeah.
That's not fun
I mean,
either. You gotta mow the
I assume
lawn.
cleaning wouldn't be too difficult if it's
Yeah.
myself, but...
Yeah.
Mowing the lawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have not had to do much of that here. I live in northern Canada, so it's mostly just snow.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of... What do you think of the US's plans to invade Canada, by the way?
Oh yeah, the 51st state, right?
Yeah.
That'll be great.
Seeing a lot of that.
Our Maple brothers up there. That's great. No, I love Canada. You know, we have a lot of people in our community from Canada. You know, it's I don't think anything's gonna come of it. Nothing ever comes of it.
I hope nothing does. I
it's,
would like to not be forcefully made American.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, absolutely. You know,
You know, it's... I mean, like, you know, if it benefits me voluntarily becoming one on my own accord and not being forcefully made a 51st state, maybe.
yeah.
But also, Canada should still just say its own thing.
I think so. I think we'll see what
I'm a
happens.
big fan of Canada. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Canada.
Funny world we live in right now.
Yes, it is.
So,
Wow. purple.
I don't think you could afford Canada Emerald Ace, I'm gonna be honest.
Hold on, where are we going?
Did you press Urga? Ah, a
Huh?
little. You know, like correct. You,
Oh,
like,
right. A little bit.
Like really.
That's okay though. I can handle it.
Yeah, no, Urga is thankfully a lot more mature and talkable. Like
Yeah,
I was
man.
saying, that back when you first agreed, I was talking about to some friends how happy I was that someone who seems normal actually agreed to be on the show.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I watched that last one. Got kind of a little worried about it. I was like, oh man.
No, that guy's just a character. All
What did
right,
I
I
get myself
promise
into?
you. I was hoping that's a one-time thing, more or less. But no, it's. I mean, at least it was entertaining, but I did not get the result I wanted at all from that. It became so much. I was so exhausted by the end.
I could imagine. Yeah, that was a
It
lot.
felt like I was shocked when I ended stream and it wasn't even an hour.
Jesus.
Oh man, that was a solid 52-minute conversation there, though.
Really?
Oh no.
Where?
Well,
Oh, I haven't used the teleporter.
no, that was a lot less exhausting. I feel like we, actually talked. So
Yeah.
things got done.
I wasn't even really.
Let me pull up my mood board again. Is there anything I missed? Oh, purple. Oh man, I gotta stop trying. I'm reading chat, looking at my mood board, and doing all of this. It's rough. So now, I guess the close this off here. Is there any changes you would personally make that could possibly the Hive could do basically to accommodate your type of content more?
Let me just go ahead and back out real quick so I can hear. This music is ridiculous.
That's fair.
Yeah. Basically, well, we have a lot of issues on my stream with sniping. Even off stream, it's terrible. I honestly, Avery, I can barely play the game. Even off stream, like people are just requeuing to find me and whatnot. I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, I have that all the time. I've had a couple YouTubers and I have had things specifically made to help with snipers. Unfortunately, I can't leak any of that here because then people would be able to bypass it, but it gets rough. People are weird.
They need to do something where like it'll like if you have a certain permission, it'll hold off on putting you in the lobby until there's like 7 out of 8 players or something. I don't know what
Oh,
they could
that is
do.
a toggle for YouTube rank.
Really?
Yeah. It's not the best thing still, but it is a toggle.
Yeah, I could see people could already they could join it prematurely and just wait for you to join, but
Yeah.
that's
Especially if you're like grinding. Another big problem is in the dead hours of the Hive, those lobbies will just sometimes not fill up, so you'll never get in.
yeah.
It's like, Little Mac, if you know him, at one point he put in the Hive partner chat, "I've been in queue for 20 minutes. Why can't I play Sky Wars?" And it turns out he had that enabled.
Oh, there you go. And
Yeah.
yeah, and then so sometimes I'll switch to EU, but then I still get people checking EU lobbies and sniping me that way. But aside from that, let's see. Uh, I don't know, man. Like just being able to have a custom code would be helpful, I think. I do customs every single day on stream. So, you know, um, just kind of a time waste sitting and reading off the code for people. But other than that, no, it's good. It's a pretty chill experience. I like everything else that they're doing on the server. It's mostly just the sniping. It's kind of frustrating sometimes.
Yeah.
So,
There any changes to like the application process you would make to sort
okay.
of help out people like you?
I think I mean I think I'd like it for them to be more accommodating to multi-streamers, I think. I know it's kind of hard that TikTok viewers are kind of easier to come by, right? So how do they weigh that against Twitch viewers, against YouTube viewers? maybe if they had
Hmm.
like a point system or something like that, like YouTube viewers are worth like zero point 0.5 YouTube viewers or whatnot. I don't know. Um, but I think honestly, really, I think the objective measure, the objective requirements, like they should, I think personally, I think they should do away with them, and they should just look at everyone on a case by case basis, see what kind of influence they have on the community, see what kind of community they have, look at their, um, and just consider all things and make a decision that way. But yeah, again, it's their server; they could do whatever they want, really. I mean,
Yeah. See, I'm thinking the exact opposite way. I'm thinking instead of going case by case, they should make objective requirements because I feel like not having any objective requirements is kind of a problem because now it's like, how do you get it? It's like there's this rank that
yeah,
exists, and the way to get it is just that who knows?
yeah, no, I totally get that as well. So, um, they should, actually give people TikTok rank maybe, and then
Yeah,
maybe rework the streamer rank so that it's inclusive of multi streamers. That would be my
yeah.
the way I do it. So
Personally, I would rework it so it's if you multi-stream, maybe average like 100 or something like that across all of them.
yeah, that'd work.
Because again, there are other ways to cheese it. Like back when I multi-streamed, I had one stream specifically where I experimented, and I just told my chat, "Hey, open up both streams at the same time."
Yeah, get
So we just like just doubled our concurrent viewership,
yeah.
like very illegitimately.
I, and
And
I,
that would look a lot better if you're applying for sponsorships and stuff. But you could get into legal trouble as well because now you're like fudging the numbers.
yeah, but
Um,
what was I gonna say? I don't put too much stock in these numbers, all these numbers. I think it's more having to do with the presence you have on the server, personally. I mean, what are numbers, Who
I mean,
it's I understand it's just a way for them to measure your size as a streamer, but I don't know. It's uh I don't know.
oh man.
So,
I feel like numbers are fairly important when it comes to this type of stuff
mm,
because, well-known members of the community, it doesn't necessarily mean they have influence. A big part of the YouTube rank is, and like the streamer rank is more so your influence in the community and outside of it. It's
uh-huh.
it's meant for, it's a mutually beneficial thing. So Hive
Yeah.
needs to make sure they're benefiting by getting partners and giving them all these resources.
Yeah. I understand.
Uh, Yeah, but no, I think that was a fairly good conversation. I'm
Yeah.
I'm glad we had it, and I appreciate you for coming on to my show here.
Yeah.
I think those were some interesting topics we've talked about,
Hmm.
and yeah, I'm gonna get to ending my stream now. Is
Okay.
there
Well,
any final words you would like to say?
yeah, thank you very much for having me on here. I appreciate that. You're like the first content creator, to reach out to me and to want to talk about this sort of thing. So I'm glad I could voice my opinion on some of these things. Hopefully, hopefully some things change and we can move forward with my streams and whatnot. But yeah, I appreciate it. And thank you very much, man.
Yeah, no problem at all.